Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Astlibra. So last time we defeated a dragon, no big deal. You know, first boss some slime, then we enter this cave and just casually slay a dragon. That at first looked absolutely undefeatable, but it was not. It just took some time, and maybe it could have been faster, but we got there. And we also got the Libra itself. I'm sure that's meaningful, but first, before we look at that, we did, in fact, max out the rock hammer just from defeating the boss, and that's what unlocked the wrestler skill, apparently. Didn't make that connection last time. We also, I think, about doubled, if not slightly more than doubled, the experience we had on this champion's armor, so that's good. We maxed out the rock hammer. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go back to the club and shield setup for now, which seemed to work for me quite well. We are going to look at... Let's see what we have in terms of... we can actually unlock that. We can make a lot of progress here. Interesting. Maybe we should take a look at the Libra first, just in case that somehow influences my decisions. Let's see here. We have no free crystals. Wrestler is in the weapons mode category. Increases distance. Enemies are knocked back by weapon attacks. Interesting. Okay. I can see that being useful. I mean, sometimes I guess you might want to specifically not knock enemies back, such as when you're using, I don't know, I guess some sort of super quick weapon like a dagger. You might want enemies to stay in front of you and just be, you know, hit by the blender of your blade, basically. And in other cases, you might want to specifically knock enemies back to keep them out of your face. Right now I wouldn't mind this, I guess. But also... what else are we using? I guess I'm not using this at all. Or, I mean, I guess I have been blocking occasionally, but I still don't know exactly what this does. Well, allowing to guard in mid-air, I suppose that's clear enough. But, again, not really doing a whole lot of that. For now, I guess it's fine. Let's take a look at this. Okay. Karma L, Karma R. Select the group of scale pins to manipulate. Up, down button, select the My Set option. Okay. Place on scales. We can literally just put any item on the scales. Interesting. And this just looks really meaningful. Really valuable. It's such a fancy icon. It sounds pretty powerful. Tremendous damage. Can we put a quest item? We absolutely can. Interesting. Defense power, effect duration. Huh. And that has a weight of 17 karma. A karma weight of 17. How about this thing? That's 34. Attack power good. And magical power. Okay, so it lists the effects. So this gives you basic level, I guess, defense power increase and increased effect duration. And this gives you a good attack power boost and some magical power. I like the idea of that, because I'm unlikely to actually use this thing anyway for its intended purpose. We just probably want to balance this out, right? So, do we have anything even remotely similar? Epic magical power. And that's almost perfectly balanced. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, we're probably gonna just go with that. Okay, we can literally put anything on there. Experience earned, coins earned, magical power good. Okay. Hold on a second. Experience earned. And coins earned. Wow, this is really interesting. But you can only ever put 2 items, and you have to balance them out. Oh, and while they're on there... No, wait. You can probably still use them. Right? Surely. Also, you cannot put the crafting book. Why is that? You can put everything on the scales, but not the crafting book? What about cookies? Those weigh 41. Huh. Weight reduction. Cookies reduce your weight? Yeah, okay, that's not realistic. Just normal attack power. I mean, I should probably try every item. Effect duration, good. Defense power, good. Max ST, good. And poison resistance, meh. Right, already tried that. That ring is attack power, adaptability. Oh. Max HP. Coins earned. Golden key, coins earned, okay, sure. Epic blind resistance makes sense, okay. Bleeding resistance, epic. Huh? Throwing knives, weight reduction and attack power. Effect duration, blind resistance. Max ST from a log. Defense power from a rock. Attack power from copper. Huh? Wait. Oh, okay, both copper ore. No, copper ingot is attack power, copper ore is defense power, gotcha. Dew from the world tree. Weight reduction, gradual recovery. Gradual recovery? Hold on. I guess we're not currently hurt, so we wouldn't know? We wouldn't notice the effect? I'm assuming this just... That means that it regenerates your health. Anulus's ribbon. Surely... This is good. Okay. Use speed. I mean, yeah, I can see that being useful. It's really interesting that it allows you to put quest items. Obviously, we're not going to keep this, right? Or do we, actually? I mean... It did keep the pine resin, even though we, obviously, we're supposed to hand that over. I mean, this is really nice, but we don't have anything even remotely heavy enough to put on the other side, right? What was the thing that was 40? Oh, wait, was it this? That's 33. There was something that was 41-ish. Wasn't it? Maybe there wasn't. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Well, obviously we wouldn't want that. Surely it's not good for the karma to be, you know, for the number at the top to be at 0. Hands for a set of scales. Increase the number of items placeable. Oh. I see. So you will eventually have more slots available. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I see. And then you will be able to select each bowl individually and put more items in. And also, it actually looks like you literally cannot use the Book of Charon while it's on here. So that's a little bit unfortunate. I mean, I get it for actual consumables, but, you know, your quest items and these kinds of essentials... Oh well. Items can provide various effects. Effects vary depending on the item's placed. When an item is selected, the provided effect as well as the karma cost will be shown to the right. Karma cost. Karma refers to the weight that swings the scales. The more the scales are balanced, the greater the effect. Oh, if it's at 0, you literally get 0% of the effect. I see. And when it's perfectly balanced, you get 100%. Okay. So I guess 80 or 90% would still be fine. If the same effect is present on both sides of the scale, then they are both cancelled out and provide no benefit. So you have to balance things in that regard as well. Wow, okay. Ineffective abilities are indicated by darkened text. When selecting items to place on the scales, a filter button is available at the top part of the screen. This allows you to easily specify certain effects. Is that so? A button for sorting by karma cost is also available at the top right of the screen. To increase the number of items you can place, you will need to find additional scale pans somewhere. Okay, okay. Right. So... place on scales? I see. Sort by heavy to light karma? It literally tells you the cost as well. I'm just... Why did I not even look at that? Because I'm very silly sometimes. So, 34, ideally we'll put something... Bleeding resistance. I guess I'd go with max strength? No, it's ST, not strength. Magical power epic, I mean... Honestly, this seems pretty decent to me. Good attack power, epic magical power, and more magical power? Interesting, they're not grayed out though because it's not the same effect. So, different power levels of a given effect can be present on both sides. Presumably. Like, let's just confirm that putting just normal magical power is actually... not gonna work if we have magical power? Surely we do. No? Oh, we do. Yeah, now it's grayed out. Okay, okay, so... that means that this is actually working. Huh. I'll take it. Magical power has indeed increased quite a bit. It was at 50, now it's at 68. Attack power is up to 115 from... 93. Okay, that's not bad at all. Magical power 51. Alright, because right now, okay, by doing this, we literally just removed all the effects. So, yeah. Okay, pretty good stuff. Yeah, we don't want to use that. Just put this back on. Not too shabby, I would say. Not bad at all. Guess we'll save that. Here. Okay, and now we just leave or teleport out, I guess. Oops, right there said. Sneaky hole in the floor. Oh, no enemies. Because we're in the past and... no, in the future, rather. Where everything's dead. So... when we emerge from the cave, there's not gonna be anyone. It's the mining point here. It is not? Yep, okay. So this is actually the demon infested. Yeah, that makes sense, right? That this is our time that is overrun with demons. And we were somehow transported after meeting Gao, who was also from our time. we were transported back into a more peaceful past. Decades? Oh, I guess there are only decades between those timelines, according to the description of the skeleton, right? It said decades, a decades old skeleton. I mean, maybe that was just an estimate, who knows? But if that is true, then it's not like, 1,000 years in the past, but just a few decades, perhaps. Anyway, yeah, not much left of the village. No comments on that, Karen? Really? Seems like a pretty comment-worthy thing to me. Oh, we can check. There's only a decrepit door remains. On closer inspection, a faintly carved inscription is visible. Thank you. For what? And who? Hey, I feel as if there are no humans left in this world. Well, there certainly aren't any humans left in this village. Oh, I guess we save here. Oops. Nope. Oh, hey. Gal's here again. Ah! Another ghost! Whoa! You're the ghosts, aren't you? I woke up this morning and you were gone. When we woke up, you were nowhere in sight. That's why we're out here wandering around. Yeah, also lots of things happened. We killed a dragon. Huh. Guess you're not ghosts then. Gao, was it? There's something odd going on in the village up ahead. Do you know anything about it? What? I told you there was nothing up ahead. The only thing around is the ruins of some old town. So I'm not sure what sort of odd situation you're talking about. Well, I suppose we've been getting constant reports of ghost sightings. Is that what you mean? Do you guys really see ghosts out here? Well, I mean, that's not how I would describe things. It seems like we did. Or rather, we saw something. Right? Not quite sure what Gao is supposed to do with that information. Hey, Gao. Do you know why the village died out? Yeah, I heard about that. They say the village was a legendary set of scales, had a legendary set of scales, that could give you the power of fate. Tools like that, with powers beyond human knowledge, they're called artifacts. But they aren't just something you can find and collect. I mean, maybe we just did, though. I recently found out that every artifact is guarded by a powerful guardian beast, with strength far surpassing the level of humans. Someone from the village must have gotten too close to the scales and woke the beast up. I mean, they're called guardian beasts, but it's not like they're sacred creatures or anything. They attack anyone who goes near their artifact, indiscriminately. Once they've woken up, they head out into the world and destroy the surrounding area, like some sort of retaliation. They're basically just big, vicious demons. In ancient times, many countries fell into ruin because of them. I've got no idea why creatures like that exist. But they're not on our side, that's for sure. Well, anyway, you can imagine the rest, right? They say that one's still sleeping in the caves here. Dot. What's up? What happened? Nothing. I'm just glad to see a human again. Gao, can you take us to that city now? Huh, aren't you a bossy crow? I thought you might have gotten into some kind of trouble. I've been looking for you all this time. You've been out looking for us? I thought you were under the impression we were ghosts. That's some attitude you've got. Fine. I had to be back by tomorrow anyway. Sorry, but we won't have time to sleep tonight. We're leaving for town now. You're gonna be walking all night. Yeah, so you can have an eye on us and we don't disappear on you again? We've been walking forward every day for 8 long years. This much will be no trouble at all. Huh, that's right. Man, a crow doesn't even have to walk. I mean, it's not like flying isn't exhausting either, but, you know. Traveling must be a breeze. I told you that I'm not a crow. You are flying, though. I've got a respectable name. Charon. Also got a bit of a Karen's attitude, one might say. There they go. That young man has a strange fate, doesn't he? So does that bird. Still, if it's him, then surely... I'm sure he'll use the power of the scales for the right thing. Yes. But it really is a shame. Huh? What is? I wouldn't have minded a man like him marrying you. Oh, Dad. But he already has someone important held inside his heart. Yes, someone he would die to protect. Will he accept his fate? Or... It's time to go, Dad. Everyone's waiting. What are you doing? You're the only ones left. Hurry up. Oh, I'm sorry. Shall we go? Oh, Destiny. Is this the world you wish for? Ah, there's that intro sequence, I think. The place when the game first boots up. Yeah, basically just short credits, which, I mean, they are going to be short because it's a one-man project. Nice. So, 6 episodes in, I managed to to finish the tutorial, finish the intro, the prologue. Ah. Right, we got, of course, some other people collaborating here, providing voices and music. A lot of music, apparently. Okay, some help with image editing. Also fair, of course. I guess that's not the dragon we just defeated. Nice. Good job, KEIZO. Thanks for making the game. Now to actually play it. Whoa! What a magnificent building! So many people here. I can't even count them all. So, this is what they call a city. The sun's up already. We're here. Welcome to the castle town of the sealed castle Rispadar. Sealed castle? Yeah. Well, the land has its problems. I'll tell you about that some other time. Anyway, I'm gonna finish my business quickly and head straight to bed. Come on now. I know. I'll talk to the folks at the bar. Head over there after you're done sightseeing. See ya. Thanks. Interesting. 3D animated doors? It's like, I guess that's how it's done in Symphony of the Night, right? Where the doors, or at least some doors, also are actually 3D objects that animate like that. Well, let's take a look around. We might find a clue or two with this many people about. Right. Sign reads, "Welcome to Rispadar Castletown." Thank you. Oh, lovely. What's that icon? At first I thought it was some sort of fish, but I guess it's a flask. Maybe fruit? Hard to say. Hello, sir. Oh, hey stranger. Are you a traveler? This is the biggest city on the continent. If you're looking for something, this is a good place to base yourself. Yeah? That's fair. Oh. Welcome. We sell magic tools here. Please take a look around. Okay, magic tools and also just plain mundane tools. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 coins. Oh no, I can't possibly spend anything now. That's... I can't. These things are so valuable. Kind of tempted to just sell them, but, well, let's maybe see what we can buy first. Cactus fruit, okay. So we have goji berries, it's the weakest type of recovery fruit, of course, but then we have others. Cactus fruit, which are still not great, at least not the ones I've had, but 1,000 times better than goji berries, that's for sure. At least the cactus fruits I've had were mostly just very bland. Whereas goji berries were actively unpleasant. Sapodilla fruit. Sapodilla? Never had one of these, if that's a real thing. I feel like it might be. Wooden pickaxe. Haven't had one of those either, but that's probably a good thing. Stone pickaxe can be purchased. Let's just stick with what we have for now. Refining kits. Okay. I feel like I don't know, I would have thought we should have a lot more of those. It felt like we found a ton, but we only have 4 right now. I guess we did use 2 or 3 maybe. We still have access to these things, thankfully, but still no materials, at least not for the bone necklace. And we could make the pretty ring, but do we even need that? 2 attack power over 5 agility. The game considers this one better, so I guess I'll just get it. Yep, see ya. Equip. Well, you can equip 2 things, so I guess there's no reason for now not to just put both of these on. But 2 attack power is really not exactly a big deal, even at this point in the game. You're a man. And you're a girl, it looks like? Right? Your face is pretty, right, I forgot. People have trouble telling. Your face is pretty, I was surprised. Most men around here are just super ugly. You can get to the back streets from here. There's a path leading to the castle from the back streets. I know a bunch of stuff. Thank you. Hey, you've come a long way. Have a look around. Okay, still the same things available here. Convenient. Plus more stuff, of course. Magical lightning staff. This powerful staff can summon lightning, produces lightning strikes in random locations. No materials necessary, interestingly. Okay. That's the only new thing, actually. Still haven't made this, of course. Okay. The bar's just down the road. It doubles as an odd job place, just like in other regions. So you should head there if you're in trouble. Right. There's the castle in the background. Pretty nice. Let's check out these back streets. Can we actually hit stuff? Oh, we can destroy the trees. Sorry about that. The house looks vacant, it's locked. Is this gonna be my place? Looks a little bit shabby, perhaps, but, I mean, I guess it might be our home for a while, before we can find something better. This really is a peaceful, wonderful country. The greenery is lush, and the water is crystal clear. There's also a French bakery here. Always a good sign. Hi, welcome. We have freshly baked bread. And honestly, what else do you even need? Basic food ingredient. Okay. Jam roll for 2,000 gold. Delicious cake for 3,000 gold. Chocolate cake for 800. Because screw chocolate cake, I guess. Well, it's a tiny chocolate cake. It's more like a cupcake. Or a... what's it called? Those kinds of cake with a liquid center. You know. Holy water. eye medicine. Wait, what's the holy water do? Petrification, okay. Anti-petrification, rather. Eye medicine, reset potion. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, the rest of the place... Never mind, the rest of the place can be accessed. There's a page from a book on the ground. Demons. It is believed that demons came into being on the Acrosinon continent about 50 years ago. It began with the discovery of insects and animals that were strangely deformed. Before long, they multiplied and gradually became large enough to attack people. Occasionally, people were eaten, but more often they were simply slaughtered. These creatures resemble devils that are supposedly imprisoned in the spirit world. Why does this feel so familiar? Have we read this before? Though these evil beings exist in another world, it is said that a group of mages working together can summon them. Perhaps Acrosinon established a connection with the spirit world. No, the name Acrosinon or mages summoning demons definitely have not been mentioned before, so I don't know. Just had some déjà vu, I suppose. Oddly, research has revealed that not all humans are targeted by demons for slaughter. Some humans can evade demons as if they were invisible. This will be the subject of much future study. Every demon has a creator, and it is called the Demon King. Okay, page has been added. I swear some of that information seemed like something I had already read. Also, can I literally not talk to those people down there? They're just completely locked in, just for scenery. It's what it seems like. If there is a way to get to where they are, then I don't see it. Okay, fair enough. Just random customers at the bakery. We have a Colosseum here. In fact, it looks a lot like the Colosseum. That's the sealed castle you can see over there. The castle in the background is sealed. What are they sealing up in there, you ask? I have no idea. Okay, fair enough. Just a random old man. Why would you know? It's locked. Hello? Oh. The road from here leads to the castle. Unauthorized persons are not allowed to enter. You must leave immediately. Okay. And this connects to the same general area as before? No? Nope, it's something else entirely. Okay, well. There's a deep-looking well. It looks abandoned. No option to climb down. Disappointingly. Welcome. A girl's at a disadvantage if she doesn't stay stylish. Oh, you're a gentleman? Yep. You'll surely look great in anything. Okay, maybe I'll just get a new dress then. Since you're here now, how about a book? I was actually going to ask, entering this place, whether this is a library or a clothing store, and maybe it's just both? Somehow. There are some books that are incomplete, but you should be able to find the pages that fill in the gaps. You're welcome to take a look around. Please buy something. Please. Okay. Technique sealing metal. When used with a technique scroll, it seals the technique. The seal can be disassembled to regain the metal. Technique. As in, if I want to... Like, techniques are things like backstep and blocking and shield bashing, right? Which I guess you normally can't deactivate. Once you learn them, they're gonna be there. And if you press the corresponding button, well, you'll block or dash or something, and if you, for some reason, don't want that, I guess, you can use one of those. The Book of Mythology contains stories about the gods. I mean, it's only 50. We could buy more than one. I guess I'm only gonna buy one copy of a new book, thank you very much. Also, now it's grayed out, so I don't know if it would have allowed me to buy more than one. Still allows me to do it, though. Fairy Tales of the World. Contains folklore from across the world. Are these even useful to me? I heard a little jingle. As if something unlocked. The shop is catered to women, but we're not busy, so come anytime. I I mean, with the clothing, I guess, makes sense. But the books being catered to women? How? Gods remaining in the human world. Oh. Oh. Geraldine, the god of war. I guess we buy these various books, and the pages that we find, like the one at the bakery, get added to these. The male, anyway, Geraldine, the god of war. The male god, Geraldine, of course, that governs iron and war. He is depicted as a knight in full face and full body armor. Despite being a god of war, he does not like conflict. In mythology, he's a gambler who enjoys playing chess and poker. Chess and poker, you know, classic strategy games. Well, I mean, okay, poker is a strategy game, of course, to an extent. But it's not typically associated with, you know, war strategy in the way that chess is. So it seemed a bit odd at first. He's portrayed as a heavy drinking, quiet god with a kind heart. It is said that should a strong man search for him, he will invite him into his palace himself and challenge him to a match. Okay, so that's gonna happen. We're eventually gonna battle Geraldine, the god of war who doesn't like to fight. He's the lost human among the gods, the most human among the gods, and does not have a church. Legend has it that he was once a man. At a time when the world was wrapped in strife, he appeared and ended the conflict with a single swing of his sword. The title of Geraldine is sometimes bestowed upon those who have achieved mighty feats of courage, likening them to the god of war. He has an aversion to Lieselot, the goddess of wealth and pleasure. Mythological novels usually depict him being teased by her. Geraldine and Lieselot. Okay, sure. Fairy tales. Elysium. Advanced civilizations existed in ancient times, and their traces can be found in various locations. Their technology is impossible to analyze by today's civilizations, and many relics found in the ruins hold great power. We're gonna find ray guns and CD-ROMs? I guess we'll see. Somewhere in this world exists a paradise created by those ancient technologies. Elysium, the land dreamed of by man. An earthly paradise thought to be a fairy tale, the capital city of the ancient civilization. While various guesses and speculations flitted about, one adventurer said this: "It truly exists beyond the western edge of the world. Just as it was imagined to be, it was overwhelmingly beautiful, a true heaven on earth." He was also known as a heavy drinker. The world is said to be flat, with edges on all sides plummeting sharply into a dark abyss, a bottomless void where one wrong step will have you falling for eternity. Elysium was beyond that abyss, the adventurer said. Others say that the edge of the world is the end, not something one can cross. They say Elysium is a simple fantasy used by ecclesiastics to promote their faith. Demons. Okay, that's where that page goes. Alright. Well then. Introduction to Wizardry. I like Wizardry. I played that a while ago. A long time ago, actually. It and its sequels. I actually played a Wizardry on this channel. Also a long time ago. Guidebook. Sure. Small empty bottle. Surprisingly expensive, as it's made of glass. But is it also useful? I mean, presumably. Small empty bottle, large empty bottle. I'm seeing a pattern here. Self-made item book. Used to record items that have been acquired previously. As opposed to... what kind of items? Items that have not been acquired previously? That's 500 coins though, and that would be literally half my money. Also, what is up with the dresses? And this being a women's shop. Who knows? Magic? About Magic 1. A special ability that manifests only through training from an early age. It is a kind of psychic ability, a derivative of what later came to be called telekinesis. A person capable of possessing magical power and casting spells, however simple, is called a mage. Among mages, women in particular often have strong powers. Okay. Respectfully distinguished, these women are known as witches. Alright, unusual to have the title of witch be one of respect, but I'm into it. Magic can produce supernatural power, but it essentially is it. Magic can produce supernatural power, but it is essentially limited to generating fire, ice, footholds, etc. You know, those kinds of things. The classical Greek elements of fire, ice, and footholds. However, it is still useful when fighting demons. With the use of larger scale formations, magic can cause extreme phenomena such as human transference and summoning. Human transference. I'm guessing maybe what they mean by that is like teleportation? I don't know. Human bodies have their limits, and the use of magic has a cost. Those with great magical ability will often suffer extreme physical defects, though sometimes this may be as innocuous as the inability to grow unwanted hair. The inability to grow... what? The inability to grow unwanted hair. Huh? Okay, let's not worry too much about that. I'm sure it makes sense. Wait. Guidebook about various things, I guess. Pekochira village ruins. This small village set on the edge of a vast frontier. It was destroyed years ago, and only ruins remain. In the past, when the village prospered, adventurers would take on the challenge of exploring the local cave, which was believed to hold Astrea's scales. However, according to lore, a powerful guardian beast rests near the scales. A secret beast... secret? A sacred beast that acts in retaliation towards those who would dare try to take control of the tool of the gods. Is it possible that someone reached the scales and the gods punished the village with this retribution? At this time, the truth is still unknown. I mean, is the implication then what you would expect, I guess, that we took those scales and thus inadvertently doomed that peaceful village? But if it's supposedly been doomed because its guardian beast was angered by us touching the scales, and the beast then went on a rampage and destroyed everything, that makes no sense because, of course, before we could even touch the scales, we literally killed the beast. So how did that all work? Do people just have it wrong and it wasn't the guardian beast at all that led to the village's destruction? Who knows? I guess the truth is unknown, even to us. The Great Snowy Mountains of Urugut. A huge mountain range in the north of Risperdar. As the name suggests, the mountains are covered with thick snow. Despite the many demons which roam there, many people risk their lives to visit the mountain hot springs. Emphasizing safety, local tours have hired retired soldiers, mercenaries, and adventurers to protect these tourists. Many visitors are elderly, however many young women also travel to the hot springs, resulting in others visiting for voyeuristic reasons. Yikes. The mountains pose dangers in addition to demons. Falling rocks have been known to block paths, and frequent blizzards often produce avalanches. No one should enter the areas without good reason. Some claim to have seen giant footsteps close to the mountain summits, which adventurers believe to be from an unidentified magical beast. Makes sense. Brillion Marshland. Some years ago, this area was just a simple forest. Things changed when the giant demon Nushi took up residence, trampling the land and turning it into the swamp it is now. Nushi means something like master in Japanese. Master or lord, something like... yeah. Something like that. The subjugation force was put together, made up of both the military and would-be heroes trying to make a name for themselves. Yet all were defeated, their bodies still resting in the depths of the swamp even now. However, a few years ago, Nushi suddenly disappeared. There was no formal report of its death, and its corpse has never been found. The swamp is home to a fruit capable of treating a particular disease, and only an elderly couple inflicted with this illness live close by. The area has a large lake, rumored to be a famous location from fairy tales. It is said to be inhabited by a spirit that rewards honest people. Okay, that's probably meaningful, or possibly at least. Goblins are also known to live in the swamps. Caution is advised when traveling, as they can be savage. Akrasinon, a colossal nation with the royal castle of Akrasinon, located near the sea. Since it occupies the entire northern continent, the landmass itself is sometimes referred to as the continent of Akrasinon. Demons took control of the royal castle and destroyed the local town about 50 years ago. The townspeople fled for new lands, and as the castle became a hive of demons. Rumor has it that the creatures have a queen insect-like master, known as the Demon King, who sits on the throne continuously birthing monsters. So more like a... yeah, really more like a demon queen. Due to this rumor, the royal castle of Akrasinon is sometimes called the Demon King's Castle. Regardless of the Demon King's Castle, Akrasinon is said to be the place where demons first came into being. Perhaps owing to this, there continues to be frequent sightings of massive, powerful demons. Alright. Okay, that was a lot of information that I'm definitely going to remember. Every last bit. The folks at the bar have been really good to me. This castle town is peaceful thanks to the Bars Guild. Thanks for that deep dialogue, my dear ladies. The sign reads, Arena ruins ahead. Danger, beware of falling rubble. Is this some sort of dungeon? Falling rubble, huh? How seriously do we need to take that warning? Or is that just flavor text? Oh, there's a save point in here. And a new page from a book. Belcade Mining Town. A town located near a dormant volcano. The volcano has been inactive since the Fiend of Fire was sealed away by the power of a Grand Mage. Belcade Mining Town then prospered from the ore mined from the extinct volcano. After sealing the Fiend away, the Great Sage remained in the town, built the Sage's Tower, and established a defensive force comprised of mages to whom he passed on his knowledge. Anyone can enter the mining town, but the mages patrol the Sage's Tower, and no one is permitted to enter without their prior approval. The Great Sage is accompanied by 2 witches that serve as his advisors. They are at the forefront of demon subjugation and lead over the Mage Corps. It is said that the palatial building is buried in the volcano. A palatial building is buried in the volcano. Palatial meaning palace-like, I guess. I don't think I've ever encountered that word, but that would make sense. And that someone may have found its entrance. Okay. Sure. Why not just say palace, then? Alright, thanks for adding that. And we cannot actually do anything else here, interestingly. Oh, maybe this is going to become an important location later, and these doors are going to be accessible. Maybe the arena is even going to be reopened. I mean, no good RPG... There's no good RPG that doesn't have an arena where you can just fight in some way or another, right? So, that is most likely what's going on here. Anyway, I guess we're going to save here and use this opportunity, right? Because I feel like as soon as I set foot in that bar, things are going to happen. We're going to be introduced to that guild of adventurers and whatnot, and, you know, a bunch of new mechanics, and I guess maybe the core game loop is going to finally reveal itself, and all those things. So, yeah, why don't we take things a bit slow? I mean, this episode was long enough anyway, but, you know, yeah, a good time to stop for sure. So, I thank you very much for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.